Shamai Mashma, Banchegik Shaye. Hello, my name is Shaye. I am currently a full-time MSW student in the clinical specialization. After I graduated in California, I got a degree in psychology, and I didn't really know what I was going to do with that. After I graduated, I went back home into my community. I'm from the Gila River Indian community, so that's my homeland. And I had gotten a job offer as a behavioral health technician at a mental and behavioral health facility that catered to indigenous youth in our community. It really opened my eyes and created a passion that I didn't even know I had that was driven towards helping my community. There was definitely different programs that I looked into. There was counseling programs that were only a year. When I was trying to make this decision, I was talking to one of the clinicians that I had worked with at the behavioral facility, and she really was like, Shay, like, get your MSW, like, you won't regret it. Because I did psych, I had to go into the traditional standing, which is the 2-year program, which honestly, thank goodness, because my first year, I feel like I learned so much. It was so diverse and it was so inclusive, and like all of these things that I didn't really take into consideration before or like really thought about. We talked really in depth, and it has changed my perspective on some things in a really good way. I really love the program. I love how we go into depth. I love how we can be real, and there's so many real case scenarios that we go into, and there's a lot of ourselves that we pour into. It really prepares you for what you're going to expect in the real world, and I really like that. I love everyone in it and how they give you the space to share, and it like you feel safe, and I love that. Even though it's difficult and challenging, do it, because you never know who you may be helping and what your presence will influence them to do. Like a kid who didn't feel comfortable talking for months, and then I show up, and for some reason they take to me, and they're talking and they're opening up more, and it's like, oh my gosh, like you never know whose lives you might be touching and who you might be helping. I've always been set in stone on going back to my community. I really want to help. There's so much work that still needs to be done there. We've made really good strides, but I see that there's things that are still affecting us, and I really want to go back and help my people. I love working with kids. I would really want to work with in the child welfare system, or be a behavioral, or like even be a clinician and still get to help out kids in our community. When I was working with the younger kids, it was something that I was like, it really touched me in a way that I was like, this is what I want to do. My practicum this year is at Native American Student Services, so I work with indigenous students throughout the USD 49 school district, and I meet with them, check up on them, make sure that their needs are met, and that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, have good grades, have things they need to succeed. So I'll bring in like school supplies. I really like that, and I think that just pulls me so much closer to like, yeah, like I'm working with a lot of indigenous students, but my end goal, if I don't work on my tribal lands, then I'm hoping that I can help some indigenous community one day.